What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey 672 coming to you guys with a live stream. It's going to be a short one tonight, nothing crazy today. Just to let you guys know, for tomorrow, the trade deadline is here tomorrow. So the trade deadline ends at 4 p.m. tomorrow Eastern. So tomorrow I will be holding a stream probably around 2 p.m. Just to hang out, chill out, see what happens by this trade deadline, and just see what happens. So we'll just, it's going to be nothing crazy, but I'm just going to hold a little live stream for that, just for us to hang out and talk about stuff and whatnot. So what's going on, guys? I hope everyone's having a good day today. Obviously, a win against the Cowboys yesterday, and we're just here to reminisce a little bit and, just kind of finding out what Doug Peterson's true colors are. I'm not really happy about anything that was said today by Doug about this offense, that pretty much we're handicapped. This offense is very handicapped right now, that Doug can't do anything with this offense, that we can't be dominant with this offense. It's a load of bullshit. At the same time, I can't believe I heard what I heard. I mean, I'm not even surprised, to be honest with you, from what he said. It's just, he seems like winning a game like that in the most ugly way, I guess, is okay for this team. You know what I mean? Like, you win a game, you're on top of the NFC East, and, we're not going to be on top of the NFC East for too long. I think the Cowboys will lose the next two games. They got Pittsburgh. They got the Baltimore Ravens. So they got a tough schedule ahead of them. They're not going to have a good year, obviously. The Giants play the Bucs tonight. Obviously, that's a loss. The Washington football team, I think, had a bye today. So there's a lot going on there. So let's see what's in here. We got a super chat from Tobio Coco Highlights. What's up, bro? He says, what the fuck is wrong with Doug and Howie? Parks was good. Yeah, Parks actually played really well. I'm glad that he did step up. I was really happy with that. I don't know. Doug is just in a funk right now. I don't know what he's doing, what he's trying to do. I'm not really sure at this point, but Doug Peterson needs to... I really don't know. In my opinion of Doug Peterson, he just, as long as he wins a game, no matter how pretty or how ugly it is, he's fine with it. He's fine with, he's not, he thinks he can't, he thinks this team needs to get more healthy, which I guess we have to get more healthy, but at the same time, we have enough explosiveness on this offense. He just doesn't know how to use it, and I think that's a huge one right there. He doesn't know how to use this explosiveness right now, so it's kind of ridiculous, but... that it is what it is. It is what it is. So we got Minnie, what's going on? Joey, I'm worried Doug needs to go. No more excuses for Carson until he plays better. I'm not defending him anymore. I've been pretty much done with Carson Wentz at this point. I don't even know. He's not gonna. He keeps losing the football. He's just not content. His progressions are horrible. He doesn't know where to throw to, who to throw to. There's been open receivers on the field. I mean, there's plenty of video of that, but it is what it is. Henry Butts, first to hear I'm getting worried about what Doug can't call plays and Carson can forgot how to play QB. Minnie says also Travis better than Michael Gallup, 1,000-yard receiver. Gallup in 8 games, 26 catches, 432 yards, 1 touchdown. Travis in 5 games, 29 catches, 435 yards, 4 touchdowns. Travis Fulgham is the man, bro. He is the man. Mini 21, what's up? What's going on, bro? Henry Butts says Carson forgot to play QB. Tyler Stickman, what's going on, bro? Kevin Cronin, what's going on, man? Not Jonathan Hernandez says, which player you want by the deadline? I honestly don't know. I don't think it's going to matter who we get, to be honest with you. I really don't. Because if your playbook, if you can't call plays, and we have speed on this field right now, with Jalen Reagor only had 16 yards, and Dallas Goedert got targeted 1 time. So... surprisingly, our tight ends didn't get targeted. They didn't target the tight ends at all the whole entire game. Besides, Dallas Goedert had that 1 reception. I mean, name another play a tight end got targeted in that Cowboy game. I don't even remember at this point. Tyler Stigman says, play caller. Mini 21 says, Joey, the Titans got Desmond King for a pick, and Avery Williamson went to the Steelers for a 5th. Yeah, the Steelers ended up getting Stephon Gilmore and Avery Williamson. Avery Williamson was a player that I did want. The Jets couldn't hold on to him. I think he did restructure his deal at one point when he was too much of a cap hit for the Jets. and Desmond King, I think, was for a 6th-round pick, and Desmond King only costed $5 million for the year. I don't think it was much. It was probably less than that. I don't know if it was a 6th or a 7th-round pick, but it was really late, and that's just fucking nuts. At this point, it's just crazy. I know, bro. Trust me. Toyo Kohai, it's a 7th round. Matt, what's going on, bro? Anthony Freeman said, I'm so sick of these one-year rentals. I would rather see these young guys develop and we can focus on the coaches instead. And that's what we should probably do. That's what we should probably do. I'm sick and tired of Doug Peterson, sick and tired of Howie Roseman. I'm sick and tired of everybody, really, between quarterback to head coach to GM. I'm sick and tired of it. And hopefully Jeffrey Lurie, wakes the fuck up and does what he's got to do as of right now. And he says, Howie, Carson, Doug is dragging this team down. I agree 100%. Cesar Sanchez, what's going on, bro? Would you rather have Doug with a new QB or Wentz with a new head coach? That's hard because Carson's not playing good, and I don't know what the case is. Look, how we're looking at it right now, both are a huge problem. And Carson is screwing up a lot. And the guy can't hold on to the football. The guy tries to be the hero. The guy tries to make a big play, every single play. And you know what? On top of everything else, Carson Wentz has been really soft. Like, during the game, I saw him, laughing up. This isn't after the game, guys. This is during the game. Carson's just, laughing it up with a Cowboys player, and, he's, talking to him and smiling. And, well, what the fuck is this QB? What is he to the Eagles? I mean, what is he to this culture that we have here? We hate that fucking team. If it's after the game, it is what it is. But during the game, you're smiling, you're high-fiving, and you're kind of joking around with the Cowboys player on the other team. What the fuck is that all about? I hate the softness. Remember, I think it was last year, or maybe early this year. I forgot because I don't even remember at this point. When I think it was against the Packers last year, I think, and Carson got hit behind the line of scrimmage by some guy. He gets up and he's like, good tackle, my man, good tackle. I'm like, what kind of pussy shit is that? What kind of pussy ass shit is that? Seriously. I mean, I like to know. I'd like to know what that is. Matt Weeks says, I agree with you, Minnie. Also, don't forget Howie. Carlton Roberts says, sloppy win, but I take it. No, I'll take the win, but doesn't feel like it, though. Travis Fulgham says, what's up, Joey? Next week I'm going to bawl my heart out as long as Doug and Carson get their crap together. Oh, now we got a Travis Fulgham account now. TJS says, pretty sure just picked up Madden, never punts or kicks field goals. Always go for 4th downs, run same plays, 2-point conversions galore. Yeah, it's overkill with these 2-point conversions, obviously. Matt says, Washington, I believe, plays Giants next week. I could be wrong, though. What's going on, bro? King Rolex 276 BG has exceeded my expectations for him this season. He's on pace for double-digit sacks. I don't know his contract, but should get an extension. Or you think this 1 year is a fluke? Oh no, hell no. Brandon Graham in his younger years didn't amount to anything. He didn't do anything in his younger years. Once he hit 26, 27, that's when he actually started to play really well. And Brandon Graham, I think, has 2 years left on his contract. I'm not sure. It's either 1 or 2 years. I think it's 1 more year. I think next year's his last year, to be honest. Gurus, I'm tired of Wentz. He has 2 or more turnovers a game. Yeah, it's very frustrating right now. Doug Sparks says, Doug, on the thing you posted pissed me off, seemed almost cocky, and he doesn't even know if it's the scheme. He honestly thinks it's just his quarterback, and he's blaming his players over himself, which is fucking bullshit, which is total bullshit. He shouldn't be blaming his players over himself. Unreal. TJ said, I'm pretty sure Doug is playing Madden out there, always on 4th down, never punts or kicks field goals, runs same plays, 2-point conversion galore. Messiah Armstrong says, son, I love Carson. I love him ever since he came in. I have jersey signed autographs. I just don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why people say he needs another chance. I don't either, because I don't know what to say after Carson Wentz this year, because this guy could be on pace for 20 picks this year. No joke. Like, that's how bad it is. Your franchise quarterback should not be throwing this many picks right now. I mean, I would give him at least maybe 3 or 4, maybe the most at this time. Should not be throwing these picks. Shouldn't be fumbling the football. Statistically, he's last in the league in throwing percentage. Not just completion percentage, QBR, dead last in everything. I mean, I really don't even have to explain it at this point. Carlton Roberts says, we can't keep playing like this. No, we can't. You know what? I think those games that we have against Arizona, Green Bay, the Seahawks, and the Saints are really going to show what this team's all about, and it's going to make us look even more ugly, and things are going to change, and I hope it does change. There's no way the Eagles are winning these other games. Honestly, you have the Browns after this bye week. You have the Browns, then you have the Giants. Those are 2 winnable games, I think, definitely. The Browns lost Odell Beckham Jr., so that's a big that's really big. This team should be more healthy by the Browns game after this bye week. The only unfortunate thing about it is that Jordan Mailata is going to be sitting on the bench because Lane Johnson's going to be back. They're going to keep Jason Peters at left tackle, and it's going to fuck everything up. It's going to totally fuck everything up. And him sitting on the bench does not make me happy at all. It really doesn't. It makes me very fucking angry that Jordan Mailata is going to sit on the bench when more guys are getting healthy. Favoritism on these veteran guys. I can't stand it. I don't know any other team that runs their fucking team like this, but this team could be one of it is the worst team in the NFL. Besides, the Cowboys are probably the worst team right now, but before Dak Prescott got hurt, we were probably the worst team. And we're not close to we're very close to them anyway. We have personnel. This is how embarrassing it is. The Cowboys on defense literally don't have anybody besides maybe Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch, and they have Aldon Smith and DeMarcus Lawrence on the defensive line. Other than that, they don't have good corners. They don't have good safeties. They're all trash. And we couldn't do anything with any of our guys. I saw no slants. I saw no mid-tier throws past 20 yards besides the Goddard throw. And I don't even know at this point. They cannot find – it's either we run the ball with Boston Scott or it's Miles Sanders, whoever's in. We run the ball with Boston Scott, and we throw the ball deep. And that's it. That's all we do. Because I see no routes in the middle of the field. I don't know what kind of route combinations they're doing, but it doesn't look good. It hasn't looked good. I don't know what the case is, but it's the scheme. It's the scheme. It's the way these players are used. These offensive assistants are pieces of garbage. I don't even know why they're here. Makes no sense to me at all. Doug thinks that this team right now, we have to get more healthy. Who are you waiting for? Who are you waiting for? Who are you waiting for this team to explode and dominate? Mr. Oh, we can't just get on the field and dominate. Then who are you waiting for? Because the only player I think that's not playing right now is what? Because we don't have Deshaun Jackson? I'm telling you right now, Jalen Reagor will be that next Deshaun Jackson on the field. Trust me, he will be. And he'll be more explosive, trust me. Because we're you know what? Deshaun Jackson has got to go after this year. Marquise Goodwin, he's going to still be on the roster next year, but he's got to go too since he's still on contract. Just get rid of these guys. We don't need these guys, obviously. We have depth. I think we have some great players. I think Greg Ward is a fantastic player that they have to re-sign. You got these other receivers for a few years. There is no doubt in my mind this team should not go after receiver in free agency. They shouldn't go after one fucking player receiver-wise in free agency next year. Nobody. I don't care what. I don't care. Nobody. Michael Gallup's going to be a free agent. Kenny Golladay is going to be a free agent. I wouldn't pick any of these fucking guys. I'd pick all these guys we have now over them because you know what? We can't spend the money either, period, of why we're doing this. We really can't spend the money at all. Danny says, hey, Danny, what's up, man? I'm Asai Armstrong, just done. Danny says, I've never been this angry after an Eagles win. I'm sick of Doug's boneheaded play calling, Carson's bonehead decision making. I'm glad we won, but it was an irritating win. It was. We need a break from this. We need a break for a week from this team. I got so stressed out today because of just everything I was hearing today. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Danny said, why does Carson continue to make the same mistakes? Because that's how it's been, bro. Because he, there hasn't been really one game since he's been perfect. Has he played better than this game? Definitely. I thought the Ravens game he played pretty good. I thought the Steelers game he played pretty good. He played a few good games, but it doesn't deny the fact that he's been playing like shit, and he has. Carlton Roberts, ever since Frank Reich left the Eagles, the Super Bowl run, Carson Wentz ain't been the same QB. After the injury, he hasn't been the same QB. It's not because Frank Reich left. It's because after that injury, he was never the same, and that's what everyone's got to really hone in on. Danny says Doug should have ran the ball. Doug ran the ball enough, bro. Like, running the ball isn't going to make this team do anything, okay? He ran the ball. He ran the ball enough. Okay, how many series did you see Doug Peterson run with Boston Scott? Literally 2 plays for 4 yards. I mean, that's how bad it was. It was just bad. Okay? There are no passes at least 20 yards or more. We have no mid-tier throws, middle of the field. We don't have these receivers going to the middle of the field. It's literally a 70-yard pass or a run. That's all it is with this offense. I'm surprised because Doug values the tight end so damn much, he passed to Dallas Goedert one fucking time. But when Ertz was here, they were force-feeding him the ball when he was draped all over by defenders. Makes no sense to me at all. Matt said, sad to say I'm really questioning whether Carson our franchise could be anymore or not. I'm totally fed up with him and Doug this year. I'm going to be fed up. The more I watch this year, I'm going to make a big statement at the end of the year this year and say, do I want Carson Wentz as our QB or do I not want him? If Carson Wentz turns the chains around and something does happen, I'm not really sure, but we'll see. Chad Vay says, hey, Joey, something's wrong with Wentz and Peterson. Doug doesn't have strategize with him anymore. Something is up. I believe if they bench Wentz and Hurts does succeed even for a game, what happens? Then you stick with Jalen Hurts. That's what happens. And you make a decision at the end of the year what happens. But once you bench, look, and the thing is, the one thing I'm going to say, once you bench Carson Wentz, that's it, man. The controversy is here, and you can't stop it. Once you bench Carson Wentz, Carson is going to question this team and what they want to do, and it's going to get ugly. And, well, it might not get ugly because Wentz isn't like that, but quietly, it's not going to be good. But we have to do what's right for the team, for the fucking team. The Dubs fan, I'm so mad because I feel like Wentz isn't playing like he should. Doug Peterson isn't doing anything for the team. Every time that Wentz is under pressure, he's tempted to run in Dallas. Goddard got one. Yeah. Running with the football too many times. There's times where he doesn't run enough, but we can't even get any passes. Like, why don't I ever see receivers catching balls middle of the field? Why is it always to Jalen Reagor was throwing a screen pass? Travis Fulgham was throwing a screen pass. Jalen Reagor actually got a screen, but he's so fast, he backed up off the receiver and ran around. That's how quick he is. Jalen Reagor's going to be a beast in this league, but I'm not ready to waste his years away with what they're doing now. Let's see. Chad says even though they won't bench Wentz, no, they won't bench him. It won't happen, bro. I'm so sick of this team. I like the Eagles, but Doug really has to look at what's going on, realizing he has to do to make the team come together like they should be already. It's bullshit. You know what? I think there's a lot more to it than that, but the one thing I have to give this locker room credit for is nobody's pointing fingers, and that's what Doug should be very proud of, or he should be lucky because this team they haven't pointed fingers, they haven't done any of the bad things, you know. Anthony Charles says Quan Alexander to Saints too. Yeah, I saw that. Another guy that went. Phil Carter says Wentz with a new OC. Probably would be better, to be honest with you. If that's what I'm going for, it's probably what I'm going for first before getting rid of Wentz, obviously. Danny says Doug should have ran the ball more. Andy Freeman says we got to hire an OC. Doug is so arrogant. Danny says Doug with a new QB. Dylan Darcy, I know Carson can do better, and it makes me so sad to see him play like this. I know, bro, but it is what it is. Danny says Wentz was smiling with the Cowboys players. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Yep. Justin Quarles says Peterson should look into possibly bringing in John Kitna to help Wentz. He helped Dak become a much better, efficient passer. the only problem I have, and look, I understand. Like the only problem I do have is that this is Carson going into his 5th year, and like he literally should not be. Look, you're always learning every year, regardless if you're a veteran, a savvy vet, a great veteran. You know, you're always gonna have that QB coach, regardless. But you know what? At the same time, this is Carson looks like a rookie out there. Like he looks worse than what he's supposed to be. Like if he made a couple mistakes here and there, okay. But you know what? He either plays okay or he plays beyond bad. Turning the ball over, fumbling the ball, not even just that, but throwing more than 2 or more picks a game. It's not great. It's not great. Danny says Wentz thinks he's Superman. He's not. Justin Corral says great channel too. Hey Justin, I appreciate it, bro. Even though you're a Cowboys fan, I appreciate it, bro. Everybody's always welcome. Root Town says Doug doesn't know what he's talking about. Dylan Dar says Doug Peterson needs to stop acting as if he's an offensive coordinator. Devon Thompson, I'd rather have Carson with the new coach. We already know Carson has the goods. He needs an OC and a competent coach. And I think some changes do have to be made. You know, if Carson Wentz is only doing so much, but what's really pissing me off is that Carson is just making bad decisions on his own when he's out there. That is the big problem I'm having. Matt Weeks, TF13 deserves an extension. Want him back next year. Definitely needs to have an extension. Alex Claus, too many positions to get by trade deadline. Feeling like we need a linebacker and a couple of linemen, maybe a power back. Devon Thompson says BG needs a contract extension ASAP. Next year is his last year, but we'll see what happens. Chad Veddish says, does it bother you that even with Nate Gary out there was no Sean Bradley or Davion Taylor signing at all? Sick of seeing Duke Riley out there. To be honest with you, I thought Alex Singleton and TJ Edwards did a great job yesterday. I thought they played well. I thought they hit the holes hard. I thought they actually covered the ball in the air pretty well. Alex Singleton and TJ Edwards did a really good job. Oh, yeah, of course it pisses me off that Davion Taylor, our 3rd-round pick, isn't out there. Of course it pisses me off that Sean Bradley isn't out there. But I actually have been liking Alex Singleton. TJ Edwards is a great run stuffer, you know, and he's actually played pretty well in coverage, you know, here and there. You know, he's not perfect, but Alex Singleton has done a really good job too. So I think he got some good pieces right there, you know. But unfortunately, I want some other guys to get chances like Davion Taylor and Sean Bradley. Kevin Bacon says that's because he was using Graham wrong. That 3-4 Opus linebacker role wasn't the role for him. Carlton Roberts, ever since Frank Reich left the Eagles after the Super Bowl run, haven't been the same. Facts or Fiction says Jameis Winston. Oh, God. Danny says, tough schedule down the stretch. The Washington football team has the easiest schedule out of the whole NFC East. They really do, which they really do. Dylan says, I see the Eagles going 6-7-1. I see them going 4-11-1, bro. I see them going 4-11-1. I mean, that's how bad it is. It could. They can go 5-10-1. They probably do that as well. TGS, which one do you like better, TF13 or Fackham? Fackham, what? Never heard of that. Matt says, we have the Giants first, New York Week 10 after the bye. Then the Browns. I thought we had the Browns first. Never mind. Oh, God. Facts or fiction. Rumors are true about Wentz. Selfish. I don't know if they are. I don't think he's being selfish, but I just think he's doing way too much. I just don't think I think he's doing way too much on the field to make a big play every single play. Kavai Jones, let's be real. Peter's just going to get hurt again. I thought he got hurt this last game. Yo, Desert, what's up, bro? Devon Thompson says we play the Giants, then the Browns. The Browns lost OBJ and possibly Myles Garrett. They lost Myles Garrett, too? Devon Thompson, a definite winnable game. Alex Claus says no more option runs with Hurts, too predictable. Yeah, that's got to stop too, bro. That's got to stop too. Solo boasts the facts over fiction and shows up in his play. P. Taz says they both got to go, Joey. I'm hoping to God that something does happen and something occurs. I don't even know what's going to happen at this point, but I'm telling you right now, something's got to happen. Something soon. Chad says needs without Peterson for Matt Pryor till he gets hurt. Sorry, but it'll happen again. Just put him at guard till he gets hurt again. Sorry, not sorry. 75 people in the chat, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, if you're new, check out some of my other videos. If you guys have not, obviously I'm an Eagles YouTube creator that does a lot of different things. So if you guys haven't checked it out, hit that subscribe button. You guys haven't hit the like button on this video, please hit the like button. Helps get the content pushed out there. So appreciate that. Check the links down below for everything to support. Brandon Alfonso, as awful as Wentz has been, Doug's play calling is the worst in the league. No short time abandons the run over and over. Again, just take a pointless deep shot every team is expecting. Facts, Howie, Doug, and Wentz are exposed frauds. Solobo says Jalen to Jalen. Kevin Vega says, Joey, are we stuck with Wentz? How can we move on after signing him such a big contract? You got to wait till 2022. I think once you get some of this money paid to Wentz, I think you just got to wait till 2022, unfortunately. You got to wait until that season. You got to wait after next year at least because there's way too much money tied up in him right now. If missed two cases, what's with Wentz, man, like this getting hard to watch. No one getting just gets as bad out of nowhere. I feel like it's because they calling and Wentz has new players every week because of injuries. No, that's not it, bro. That's just because what? Because the guy plays with new players? Yeah, I think there is an issue with that, too, because the offensive line, they just keep shoveling every single week. They keep shuffling the offensive line every single week, and it's getting really annoying. So, trade Wentz to Indy, of course. Tyson Urban says, will the Eagles win the Super Bowl this year? No. No. Brown Alfonso says, this scheme is terrible. No QB in the league would be successful with Doug's calling this year, and we can't trade Wentz because of the dead cap we'd be stuck with till 2022 is over. Spark says, keep Doug over Frank Reich was a huge mistake. Orion Ephraim says, thoughts on starting Hurts? Nah, not right now. Facts over fiction, no accountability, just entitlement. And that is 100% true. It's a really good statement. Kevin says, a few good but inconsistent games. Very, very inconsistent. Dylan Yar says, Frank Reich made Carson Wentz the MVP. We all loved. Unfortunately, this team, after that injury, hasn't been the same. Devonta Thompson said, Carson has regressed as QB, has regressed as a coach, play caller, and Howie has regressed as a GM. Toxic Clue said, Carson I don't think he has a concussion. Bullshit. Facts over fixed. Delete football was hard on Wentz. Oh, he definitely was hard on Wentz. I don't like Press Taylor at all. But him and Doug are best friends, so there's your other fucking problem that you have with him. I just lost my spot. No, I didn't. Philly girl, what's going on? Wentz needs to go back to QB camp. Yeah, that's like an understatement, really. Devontae Thompson, we going to trade Wentz, and he's going to light up the league with great coaching. Doug needs to go before Wentz. Oh, that'll happen. Doug needs to go before Wentz. If Doug doesn't give up play calling, he's got to go before anything. Factor Favre wannabe. That's what he wants to be like, apparently. Kevin Bacon said, I think that Clowney did a number on him. I don't know, but we'll see. Go Birds 9. Okay, Joey, let's not forget he has no O-line. His receivers and tight ends are barely back. Who's not back? Deshaun Jackson? What is he doing for us? We're not throwing to him downfield. What is Deshaun Jackson doing for us when he was here? Really? What is he doing for us? The offensive line, the offensive line would have been fine. It would have been fine if they didn't move Jason Peters. It wouldn't have been fine if they didn't move Jordan Mailata and get benched. I think he was fine, honestly. Don't blame the offensive line. Don't blame the receivers on it because of how Carson Wentz is playing, okay? That's not number one with that. Big D says we will do nothing. And Mr. Case, the reason Goddard was not getting the ball a lot because they were not sure if he was going to play. It was kind of like a last-minute thing, so Goddard was not in the game plan. Could be true. Colton Roberts, true that too as well. Tyson Herman says, Wentz elite. I still think he is. I don't think he's elite at all. Not at all, period. One-dimensional scheming. Predictable play calling. I agree. Ever since Clowney hit, he hasn't read defense correctly. He just seems off ballet. I think that hit messed him up worse than we think. Devontae Thompson said, I am not sure what infatuation of playing Jalen Hurts is. Y'all want Jalen to be drop-back passer with O-line. He doesn't have the physicality for it. He'll get killed. I don't know. At this point, they have to use him. They draft him in the second round, so they got to use him as a gadget player if they can. But that's all they could do right now. But the team will do bare minimum to win the division. We lucked out epically with 0 finger pointing. And that's no finger pointing with this team, surprisingly. And Doug's lucky. Factual or fiction. You all called Alshon out for telling the truth. No, because you know what? Why would you want a player on your team that's calling people out, calling his own teammates out, and it goes to the public? Honestly, like if you want a player that's a loudmouth fucking asshole like that, then I guess that's the player you like. Then I don't know what to tell you. P. Taz says, you think they'll get rid of Doug? If Doug doesn't give up play calling, they probably will. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm thinking. Or Ephraim says, thoughts on starting Hurts? As of right now, probably not. We need honestly right now, it is what it is. Like, we're not playing good. Even if you put Hurts in the game, Doug is still gonna I think Hurts will probably be, not saying he'll be a little bit more successful, but because he has a pair of legs on him and he could probably maybe get some throws off, maybe he'll have a better chance. I don't know. But putting him in right now is not a good thing because it's gonna make this team have more problems than it already has right now. I think you need a full evaluation on Carson Wentz this year. You wait till the year's over. We roll with Wentz till the year's over, and we see what happens. Because, honestly, I think Carson Wentz will be playing here next year in 2021. Jalen Hurts will be the backup once more, and we're going to just keep going forward. Matt said, if Doug doesn't bring the season by next offseason, bye-bye, Doug. I'm done with him. Yep. DJ Addy says, hey, what's going on, Joey? Found your channel after the Bengals game. Been loving your content recently. Hoping we string together some more wins. Appreciate the support, man. And, yeah, I'm hoping that we can get something together. They need to at least win. They should at least win these games between the Giants, the Browns, before we start facing these big powerhouse teams. So many more games could have been won. It probably would have already almost went or close to closing the NFC East as it is. You know what I mean? If we won more games, had more in the bag. So, we'll see, man. Brandon Alfonso says, another huge problem I have is with Press Taylor. What has he done 3 years to help Wentz now? Absolutely nothing. I agree with it. Market Spike says, I don't think that we really need much besides another corner, linebacker, lineman, either of the three. Always draft a corner, bro. Always draft a corner, draft a linebacker. I don't know what they're doing at the safety position. Jalen Mills is pretty much on a one-year deal. Rodney McLeod's on a one-year deal, so you could lose both of them. I have a feeling that one of them is going to come back next year. Sonic, what's up, bro? Marcus Spikes and play better play calling. And Mr. K, Wentz is our franchise QB stat-wise. Wentz is top 3 QB in the fourth quarter, has the most touchdowns in the fourth. I don't know why he looks so much better in the fourth. I think it's because Doug gives him control. From what I'm hearing from Doug, he has all Carson has all the control all game. That's what I'm hearing. That Doug pretty much at halftime of this Cowboys game, he's like, "Oh, Carson just got to be Carson." So I'm sitting here like, well, maybe Wentz has all the power and he's just playing like shit, and he just decides to play good at the end of every game. I don't know at this point. I don't know. Is this too low? I think this is too low. There we go. That's better. Brown found they aren't going to start Hurts this year. You guys need to forget the idea. Wentz is making too much in there in the first place in the NFC right now. They can't make that change. They can't make the change regardless. DJ says, also Jalen Hurts actually throwing the ball at last game. What is this, a tomfoolery? Sports Real says Wentz smiles a lot after turnovers. Yeah, he does. That really fucking pisses me off. Organic DNA says Eric B. Enemy will be the perfect choice. Darius Helamari says no coaching staff can fix Wentz inexcusable decisions. DJ says I would rather have been him making an Eli face. Alex Claus says Carson needs to stop holding on to the ball. Yeah, he needs to just fucking throw this shit away. Stop, take the sack, or throw the ball away. Something. Don't lose the ball. BH4133 said at the end of the day, Doug Peterson is a good coach, and nobody is saying that right now. One problem about Doug Peterson is he cannot run an offense, and we have seen this year and that we need probably an OC. Yes, need an OC. I'm not saying he's a bad head coach. Like, he's a likable guy. He fights for his guys. I'm not questioning him as a head coach. I question him as a play caller. That's what I question him as. Devon Thomas says, Wentz thinks he has to be Superman, doesn't have to let your playmakers make plays, hence that 4th and 3 play. Oh, my God. Philly special. Like, why? Why do you have to make it so complicated and act like you're the smartest guy on the field calling the plays? Why do you have to do something like that? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Why do we have to do trick plays because there's nothing else? Look, the Cowboys have to do trick plays because they have no trust in Ben DiNucci. We got to do trick plays because our playbook is literally 2 fucking pages long. That's pretty much why we got to do trick plays. Like, we got to stop this shit. We got to stop this shit. Why the hell do you not have these receivers on slants or a mid-tier pass, a post corner route? I haven't seen any of that shit. I've been seeing literally a 70-yard bomb to Hightower, or it's you run 3 times with Boston Scott. That's all I've seen. That's all I've seen. I'm tired of this shit. I'm just tired of it. Sonic says, I'm making a video of the Eagles defense making plays from week 1 through week 8. Devon Thompson, our linebackers, had the best game of the year, and it came with Nate Gary on the field. The Dose fam said, Wentz throws way too many deep balls. Got chill with the set backbone in the pocket with you just know it and throw. Just don't lob it up. And that's what he does. He lobs it up. He's not being accurate with the ball. Past few games been pretty accurate on the deep passes here and there. This game, he was a mess. Through the double coverage for in the end zone for Jalen Reagor. For Jalen Reagor. Wasn't good. Henry says, I hope Jeffrey Lurie put some scare in Doug's ear to get an OC. I don't know. He shouldn't be putting it in Doug's ear. He should just be saying, you're getting an OC and you're going to like it whether you like it or not. Or you could fucking leave regardless. Doug's fans like he literally has a whole team. Wentz just does whatever he wants. It looks that is sad to see that. Eagle Slayer says, Dan, didn't know you were streaming. I didn't have a post up. I literally just put a live stream post. That was live streaming a certain amount of time. So I'm here. Omar Ensign, I don't know why Carson doesn't show the fans that he is working on his timing, actually checking eyesight. His repeats, his answers every interview. He won't change his said. Rob350 said, I want to see Quez Watkins. I would love to see Quez. We'll see him sooner or later, man. Right now, it's going to be harder now because now the Eagles are trying to win badly because they need to. Lee says Doug P is giving off that Chip Kelly vibe. I wouldn't say Chip Kelly vibe, but he's got some arrogance that he's not even thinking that he's not even questioning his scheme or his play calling. From that interview we had on the radio today, he literally is not even questioning his play calling or his scheme. So he thinks he's doing everything right. He's blaming his players. He's blaming the execution, not even taking accountability on himself. And that's what scares me the most. The Dust Sims is so sick of Wentz already just benched him. Gober says, can we see Hurts throw the fucking ball? Marcus Spikes, bro, I don't see that happening. As bad as we look, we will beat the Browns, the Cardinals, Giants, Washington, Dallas. The only teams I'm worried about Seahawks, Packers, Saints. And I'm true with that. I don't think we're going to beat Arizona, but DJ Addy says, how does someone have to get a message on his screen? How does someone get a message on the screen? Donation? Yeah, it's a super chat, pretty much. When you send a super chat. No, I mean, if you just write something, I could put it up. But if it's like a super chat, I pretty much answer immediately. So we have a super chat from the moon and back. Some Hall of Fame QBs have struggled in their 5th year, so I'm not too worried about the Wentz. But if he continues playing like crap next season, he's got to go. And you know what? That's probably a good estimation because you know what? I'm going to give a good estimation at the end of this year on what's going on. And obviously, I know the Eagles aren't getting rid of Carson Wentz after this year. It's not going to happen. But you know what? You give Carson Wentz one more year after this year. If Carson does not do anything in 2021, you get rid of him and make Jalen Hurts your starting quarterback. And that's what's going to happen if Carson Wentz plays like this next year. So hopefully there's a lot of changes by next year. But, hey, that's a great point, man. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Much appreciated, man. Am I losing my spot now? Let's see. He literally has a whole team. Once does whatever he wants. Looks like he's sad to see that. Eagle Slayer says, "Damn, didn't know you were." Oh, my bad. All right, I'm getting it right. Omar N says, I don't know why Carson can't show the fans that he is working on his timing and actually checking his eyesight. He repeats his answers every interview. He won't change what he said. Rob 35, I want to see Quez Watkins. We already answered that. Legion Doug P is giving off that Chip Kelly vibe. So sick of Wentz, already bench him. Bro, I don't see it happening as bad as we look. Yeah, we're not going to beat Arizona Cardinals. So Divine Tom says, and yeah, Shake Stefanski, he said he fucked his knee up. Oh, boy. Chad Veg says, haven't heard about trade deadline, but what players are the Eagles looking to get? I don't know. I'm hearing offensive line help, and I'm hearing linebackers. That's what I heard. But that was like a few days ago. So they might not trade for anybody. Might not even happen. They might not even waste their time because they've already lost out on a lot of players right now. So I don't know what they're looking for. And if Doug says that this offense cannot be explosive, or Doug has no faith in this offense. Not no faith in this offense, but Doug's like, oh, what do you expect? Just us to get on the field and be, and just, I don't even know. The guy is just retarded. He said, what do you think we're going to do? Put the guys on the field and just take over? Like, I don't know. I don't know what Doug is waiting for he's talking about us not being healthy yet. Who the fuck are you waiting for? Deshaun Jackson, no point in waiting for him because he's not going to be here till like the damn playoffs if we even make the playoffs. So I'm tired of Doug and Carson with these excuses every press conference. I want to see actions. I don't want to see the same thing being said at the end of every single game. Show us that you mean it. Then show us. Show us it with your actions because it's not showing at all. That's what I want to see. Hurts won't make a difference when Doug is calling the plays. But you know what? If Doug had an RPO quarterback, it's a different story. You know what I mean? Like with Nick Foles, it was different. I know Frank Reich and D-Flip over here, but it's easy with an RPO quarterback because he doesn't do anything but RPOs. You understand? With a guy like Carson Wentz that is a full quarterback that pretty much could do anything you want him to do. That's when you have to be creative, and Doug can't be creative with a quarterback like that, period. And it's shown. So, the only reason Wentz was successful because there wasn't much NFL tape on him. Bench his ass ASAP. Devon Thompson, and by the way, your rants are hilarious, bro. We literally be on the same time page besides our stance on Wentz. I think 11 is a stud. He just needs a real offensive coordinator. Look, like I criticize Carson Wentz because I know he could play better because I've seen him play better, and I don't know what's going on inside his fucking head, but the Eagles are not getting rid of Carson Wentz, so that's what people need to realize right now. Next year he'll be here. They need to change his coaching staff. I think Aaron Moorhead, the wide receiver coach, I think he's been fantastic. I think this corners coach has been fantastic as well. So, I think we picked up some good coaches in the offseason between the corners with Mark and Manuel and getting Aaron Moorhead here. But when it comes down to OC and making it really, Doug doesn't give up play calling. He can fucking go. I don't care. Carlton's the Eagles should go to 6-9-1. Something told me this Browns game could be a trap. I don't see us beating Seahawks, Packers, Saints. Probably lose to Cardinals. A trap game? Bro, you can't believe in trap games by the way we're losing games this year. There's no trap games for us, guys. Like, that, there shouldn't even be trap games, period. From the way we're playing right now, there shouldn't even be a trap game at all. That doesn't exist right now. Trap games don't exist for this team this year because we're not winning that many games this year. Okay, so we need to get on the same page with that. Sparks says, what do you mean Wentz had no tape in 17? He played a full season. Omar said, I don't know why Carson doesn't show the fans that he is working on his timing and actually checking his eyesight. Repeats the answers every interview. He won't change. I agree. Spark, what do we even do at QB if Wentz does get out of Philly? You're going to start Jalen Hurts and see if he's the answer. And if he's not the answer, then you got to draft another quarterback. Simple as that. Eagles have on a tape, has nothing to do with it. Wentz killing himself with poor passes, bad decisions. He, from week one, when I made that video about Carson Wentz after week one, I made that video on him about the truth about Carson Wentz and what I felt about him. And people jumped down my fucking throat pissed off, telling me to wait another game. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what quarterback. I don't care corona, no corona. I don't give a fuck. I know this quarterback can play, and when he shows what he did that first week of the season, I made a video about it, and I got criticized because I'm a Wentz hater, and you know what? I'm all for the fucking logo, bro. I'm all for the shield. I'm all for that Eagles logo. That's all I give a shit about. If you can't play for this franchise, get the fuck out of here, period. You can't play for this franchise, bye-bye, see you later. Don't care. I really don't care anymore. I'm not emotionally getting attached to these fucking players because at the end of the day, they're making millions. They can go to another team and make millions. They can sit home and make money. We're just fans. And you know what? Because half these players don't give a fuck anyway. They really don't. Marcus Play, Hurts doesn't need to start. He just needs more snaps throwing the ball. Wentz just needs tough love. He's a great quarterback. He needs to be brought down a little. Eagles versus how he needs to go before either of the two. I agree, bro. Before he gets some draft picks in his hands. I mean, I'm waiting for at least a player to get traded off our team. Obviously, Ertz is going to be gone after this year. Alshon Jeffrey would be nice if they could try to trade him. But, you know, this guy just can he stop getting hurt? It'd be really nice if he can. So, tape has a lot to do with it. Alex Robinson says, do you think we will get a new head coach, someone to replace Howie, or someone to replace Jim Schwartz? Jim Schwartz, I don't think so, unless he goes get, he upgrades his position on another organization, another team. Doug's got, Howie's definitely got to go. I'm done with Howie Roseman. His trades suck. His drafting sucks. If Howie wants to stay, he can. But they need to hire a person that wants to hire their own scouts, that wants to hire everything. He needs an evaluator. They need an evaluator for free agency. They need an evaluator for the draft. The guy needs to hire his own scouts for the draft all year round. They need like a Joe Douglas in here to take all the reins. They need someone to take care of the roster and obviously talk about it with the coaches and have a group decision over it. But it has final say. Doug, Howie Roseman could do the numbers, he could do the cap, whatever he's got to do. But stay away from picking anyone in the fucking draft. Stay away from free agency. Just stay away from it all. Stay away from these draft picks that we need badly. Devine Thompson, Howie gets a pass because of the bowl, but he's regressed as much as Carson in terms of Jemai. We lost Casey Tuhill because Alshon was on the roster, not on PUP. Howie doesn't get a pass because of the bowl. Yeah, well, yeah, no, he got a pass because of the bowl and then regret. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I thought you meant he gets a pass now. I'm like, the Super Bowl was like 3 years ago, bro. I'm gonna say. Rob said we need to be a run-first team, stick with short passes, and keep an up-tempo pace. I think we play better when we're a fast tempo, to be honest with you. Omar, I don't know why Carson doesn't show the fans that he is working on the timing. Actually, I feel like I'm seeing the same things over and over again. Gilbert to Rieger and Guy are barely back, and you think if a healthy Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, Dillard won't make a difference? Dillard sucks, dude. Dillard? What promise did you see in Dillard? Because, honestly, his body can't handle the NFL. Rager and Goddard could do fine. Yeah, Brandon Brooks would make a huge difference. I want him back. I don't want to get rid of Brandon Brooks, period. I really don't. I think you're going to have perfect depth behind Brandon Brooks, God forbid. Isaac Samalo, too. I don't know. I forgot what his injury was, but he's got to come back as well. Then you'll have really good depth. I mean, I don't want Jason Peters playing left tackle. I want Jordan Mailata to get his reps. We can't hit the reset button at left tackle. You keep Jason Peters in the whole entire year. Jordan Mailata is going to suck. He's not going to know. He's going to be out of sync with himself because he hasn't played a game in so long. He's going to be practicing, and that's it. And then you're going to be at square one next year. Then, Jordan Mailata might fucking suck next year because he lost all his reps, because they love Jason Peters, because Jason Peters has pretty much his words wrapped around this team like he owns the team, and anything Jason Peters says, it goes at this point. Fuck it. Fuck Zach Ertz. I don't even care, man. I don't care. Kevin Peters is a veteran. He should have been the one who made the adjustment and played at right tackle. Malai was developing well. That's what I'm saying, bro. Why does Jason Peters have to be the one that's like, oh, I can play wherever the fuck I want, so move this guy to the other side? Like, Jordan Mailata played like shit at right tackle because he never plays that position. Why doesn't Jason Peters do it, Mister? I could play, Mister. Remember in the offseason, he was like, oh, I could play center. I'll play center if I have to. I'll play this position. I'll play any position if they have to. Mister, I want to play every position on the offensive line. Mister fucking kiss ass. You know, Jason Peters is Mr. fucking kiss ass. Grandpa fucking Moses. That's what he is. Kiddo says, Wentz can be elite when he wants with something in his head. Very inconsistent right now with a new set of guys. Each week I'm frustrated as fuck, but we can't give up a guy we just paid all that money. No, we can't. We have to wait till after 2021. After the 2021 season, then we can make our decision. The Eagles are keeping Carson Wentz throughout next year, and that's it. And that's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. Unfortunately. I said unfortunately. So, we got Jamal Marshall with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, bro. He says, thanks for keeping it buck on your views of your bird shakes. It's going to take us not to make the postseason for our office shakeup. Always keeping it real, number one. Number two, look, guys, like if we get into the playoffs, of course I'll be happy. I'll be happy that I would love to play. I would love to play. I love playing after the season. I love playing into the playoffs. I love the atmosphere, you know, and hopefully the Birds can win a playoff game, and hopefully we can at least get some more fans into the seats by that time. But as of right now, man, like no changes are really gonna happen until after the season's over, and that's the case. So I don't think we're gonna see anything unless like we get brutally just dumped by teams by 4 scores or more. You're not going to see much of anything happen as of right now. So that's pretty much what's going to happen, to be honest. That's what I'm kind of waiting for right now. But I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. I lost my spot now. No, I didn't. Eagles of Atlanta says nothing to do with it. Wentz is missing open receivers due to mechanics, poor accuracy, taking stupid sacks as this to do with tape, but Wentz stubbornness and bone hard headness. And Mr. K, what truth did Alshon say? He said that Carson Wentz, he went to like Josina Anderson. He like went to one of these ESPN fucking reporters, and apparently what was said was, you know, he talked shit about Carson Wentz, saying that he's not an elite QB, that, you know, he said a bunch of shit about Carson Wentz, as I remember. I made videos about it a while ago when the reports came out. But it wasn't, we don't know if Alshon said it. That was during 2019 when Nelson Aguilar had those burner accounts. As soon as he got hurt, we didn't hear a damn word from anything. No outside noise. As soon as Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar got hurt last year, we heard nothing. And then all of a sudden we, what was it? I think it was when Alshon Jeffrey got hurt in that second Cowboys game, which it was pretty much over after that. We didn't hear a word. And the Eagles players, they know who said it. They won't ever say who it is. Brandon Brooks, I think, said something. He's like, oh, I know who did it. I would like those guys to come. I would like that player to come forth and you know, say something, because we all know who did it. You know, so some of these players know who actually did it, but they won't say who. Probably will never find out, to be honest with you. What's going on, Robert Dredden with the super chat? Thank you very much, bro. Miles Sanders coming back will help Carson. Yeah, it will, but it's not going to make a huge difference, dude. It's really not. Boston Scott could do very well. Boston Scott could be a starting running back in this league. I like Boston Scott a lot. I really do. I really do. Solo Bolo with the super chat. Thanks, bro. Howie has this team $60+ million over the cap. Can't draft. Seems as though he can't count. Either get him the fuck out of here, team clean house. I don't think it needs a clean house, dude. I think we need a tweak. I think we need like a retool. I don't think we need like a clean slate. I think you need to get rid of the GM, get rid of the GM, get rid of the head coach if he's not willing to give up play calling. And other than that, Switch up, get rid of your quarterback room, your quarterback, Press Taylor, get rid of him. I don't think you have to really get rid of too many people, honestly, right now. I really don't think so. So I think it's more of a retool than a clean slate. Just gut the whole team. I don't think they have to gut the whole team. There's a lot of good prospects on this team. There's some guys that are perfectly fine. So let me find my spot again. This is going to be a bitch. Hold on. We got a super chat from Kevin. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read everything. It's really it's harder every time I stream to read everything. Kevin Baker with the super chat says, let's argue. I want to tank. We need a quarterback, y'all. I can't do this in and year out. My emotions too tied to this game, to the game. I know it's screwed, dude. I got so between watching the game yesterday, last night's stream, and on top of everything else, doing a stream today. I was so stressed out today, bro. Like I had to take a nap today. Try being a video maker talking about this shit. Like losing like this, or not losing. Obviously, we didn't lose, but going through this team and having to talk about it when you don't even want to talk about it sometimes, because it's like. And then when I go if I hang out with my friends or something, and they're like, "Oh, the Eagles," I'm just like, I don't want to talk about the Eagles when I'm out in public. Like, I literally just want to just talk about it when I'm on this channel, and that's it, because it just gets really aggravating talking about this team all the time. And I talk about the same thing all the time. It just gets to that point. But I love this team. I want them to get better. I critique this team because I know they could be better. I know they can make better decisions. So there's a lot that goes into it. Let's go, Birds HT. What's going on, man? Matt Weeks, what's going on, bro? I really hope JP retires. It's gone after the season. I'm done with that old man that can barely stand up anymore. That's an understatement. Can't stand up isn't the problem. Chaos says, I agree, Infamous 2K. It's like he just decides to wake up once he's in the groove of a game. We have started every game like shit. Omar N says, lucky you guys are replacing DiNucci and not Dak. He would have dropped a 40 burger. I know for a fact if Dak Prescott played in this game, he would have creamed us. He probably would have been up by 3 scores. I'm not just saying that, guys. Dak Prescott has become an overall better quarterback than Carson Wentz. And it's true. And nobody wants to say the truth, but Dak Prescott overall has become a better quarterback down the line. I don't give a shit if Carson Wentz's statistics are good in the fourth quarter. Who fucking cares? Who cares? And where does that lead us now? Where has that led us? Nowhere at all. Period. D6, Doug is failing this team. 100%. Kevin Bacon, I'm almost certain Wentz has some type of brain damage. Ain't no such thing as regression. This is bad. This is worse than regression. D6 says, hire a fucking coordinator, Doug, for the love. Oh, God. Dank says, what are you going to do, say, next game? Giants look like the Lawrence Taylor defense right now? The Lawrence Taylor defense. You got to laugh. After a while of talking about this, you got to laugh. You got to sit back and just laugh, say, wow, what a joke this is. Eagles Atlanta says, Dak dropped his ankle. Oh, God. Donovan Sandcastle, it's weird because Carson is tearing it up 1 second, then doing this whole stupid stuff the other. Yeah, it's very inconsistent play. It's inconsistent. He's either playing really bad, okay, or beyond bad. I'm talking like, looks like he hadn't stepped on an NFL field in 10 years. Davion Thomas, Doug is a great leader of men, but not a great play caller. Keto says, Donovan Sandcastle, yep, that's why it's so frustrating. Eagles Nest Sports Talk, what's going on, bro? We had an OC and people still complained. Look, last year it didn't look good either, but we look like we can't even move a yard right now. It's that bad. I mean, we ran with Boston Scott. Look, and people are like, oh, we need to run the ball more. Bro, we can't pass more than 20 yards. We haven't had a mid-tier pass. We can't pass the middle of the field. There's no slants. There's no post corners. There's no in routes. There's nothing like that. It's either we're throwing 70 yards downfield or we're running with Boston Scott nonstop. That's all this offense has been doing. That's all we've been doing, and that's why it's so damn annoying. So, we're making Mike Rowe look very good last year. But you give up a third-round pick to go get Golden Tate, and what do you use him for? A third-down receiver. You know why? Because Mike Rowe didn't know how to use some of these receivers. Obviously, Doug Peterson and Mike Groh had a falling out, or something did happen, because he was supposed to be here this year. And then the next day after the press conference, he was still here. Or he was gone. He was let go of. Dank says everyone keeps bringing up we have a practice squad receivers. They're not practice squad receivers anymore, bro. They're receivers in the NFL now. Like, they're out of that. I mean, I understand, like, you know what? Travis Fulgham and you know, just some of these other guys, you know what I mean? They're getting their chances and they're doing really well. And I think out of all the receivers, I think Travis Fulgham is ranked 7th best receiver in the league right now, by PFF, and it's kind of crazy. Joey Tracy says can't beat our division because they've seen the same 10 plays for 4 years now, and that is the truth. The same plays. I remember seeing that screen pass to Travis Fulgham in that Cowboys game to the right side of the field. I just said to myself, wait a second. He did that play 2 games ago, and it didn't work. And he got tackled the same way he got tackled in this game. Like, I literally saw the same play as he did in, like, a game ago, 2 games ago, and I'm like, and they got tackled the same way for a loss. They barely got, like, a 3-yard gain on the play. Like, that's how bad it was. That's how fucking horrible it was. Parks, I got a tough question. Mike Groh or Doug calls the plays. Obviously, Mike Groh, bro. It's not a tough question. How is that a tough question? Mike Groh is a better play caller than Doug Peterson. That's not a tough question at all. Thank you. The only ones that were drafted that were out there is a converted QB and Greg Ward. Black Guy from Wii Sports says, you want to know something crazy? Our defense has been more consistent than our offense. No, that is crazy. It's nuts. You know, we have our issues on defense with Nathan Gary. You know, he wasn't in the game, and I thought T.J. Edwards and Alex Singleton did a really good job. I wish Davion Taylor, our 3rd-round pick, could get in the game. I mean, throw me a bone here. Could he get in the game? Is there a problem? Does he have a disease? Does he have Dorona? I don't even know at this point what's going on. There's something wrong with him? I have no idea. Okay? I have no idea. Sean Bradley, where's he at? Can he get a stat, please? Can he get into a game? No, because you know what? Nathan Gary has that veteran presence, so he's got to stay in. Veterans start, no matter how bad they're playing. Doesn't matter. We got 72 people in the chat right now. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please join Shake Squad. Join the family here. We got a lot to talk about. Obviously, this NFL season is still up and alive, and the Eagles are first in the NFC East, which, you know, this really isn't anything to celebrate. But if you guys haven't checked out any of my other videos, really do appreciate it. You will not be disappointed by it. Much appreciated from you guys. And if you guys haven't hit that like button on this video, I much appreciate that as well. Helps get the content pushed out there a lot. We are going to be doing a trade deadline live stream tomorrow. Now, the trade deadline, pretty much everything has to be done by 4 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern. So, if you guys have not, join that live stream tomorrow. We're going to start probably 2 p.m. I'm going to put a post up. I'm probably going to put a live stream post up, probably tonight for tomorrow so we can get into this. I might open up the StreamYard for other people to join. So, obviously, trolls are not, I'm going to kick people out if they're just trolling or whatnot. I was thinking about doing I was thinking about taking phone calls as well, like kind of like a meeting type thing. I was thinking about doing that. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff and see what goes on. So very excited for that. Very excited. Hey, Mr. Kiss, do you think that Wentz is playing hero ball all games? He just has no confidence in his guys and feels that he needs to make a big play every game. No, I think it has nothing to do with having no confidence in his guys. I think that's just how he is. I think that's just what he is in his head. That's just what he just does because that's in his nature to play like that. He does that because that's who he is as a player. He wants to just make a big play. Look, I respect him for doing that, but it's hurting us. He can't do that every game. He can't be the hero every game. Can't happen that way. You can't do that. You really can't. You can't. Marcus Spikes, we play like John Madden football and how an average player would just have a couple plays, nothing else. Omar says 58% completion this year. Fucking horrible, man. I mean, I think Goddard, Rager, and TF13 stay healthy and they all gain chemistry. I feel like Wentz will play a lot better. Dude, it's not the chemistry, bro. It's not the fucking chemistry. It's Carson Wentz just playing like shit. It's not the chemistry. Well, how much? Well, what are you supposed to do then? If I see Carson at these practices and he's throwing perfectly to them. Then we get to a game, it's like, wow, I've never thrown to him in 10 years. I don't know what to do. That's how it is. That's how it is. Kevin Wentz was looking directly in Rager and Ward's direction on the fourth and third play. Yeah, and did not do a damn thing about it. Nate Bruce is sad how much Fulgham Wentz doesn't have 100 yards. Could do a lot more. Donovan Sandcastle, the radio interview was really something. It really showed Doug's true colors. It really did. It showed Doug's true colors that he thinks that he can't dominate with this offense that he has. And number two, he has no idea what's wrong. And he's blaming his players over his scheme, over his execution of a play caller. He's blaming the players over himself. That is some bullshit. Bullshit. Eagle Slayer said Quez even active like he's not hurt. What the fuck is the point of drafting him? It's obviously we tried to put him in games, but hasn't really worked too well. So I don't know what the answer is with Quez Watkins right now. He's going to be on the roster. I wouldn't worry about it. Sports Field, supposedly I saw a couple of people saying they saw Hurts throwing the ball and Solly after one Wentz's turnovers getting warmed up. Then Doug came out saying there was no thought of benching Wentz. Yeah, I think that was the case. There was no thought of benching Wentz ever. Omar, 3 or 4 wins is enough this year for division. Probably. Joe Bunn, what's up, man? Devon Thompson says, Doug kills me, man. Is it the scheme? No shit, Doug Peterson. It's your scheme. That's what he said. He has no idea. So he thinks he's been doing everything right. Like, he literally has no idea. Obviously, this guy doesn't check social media that the Eagles fans are fucking pissed off. And then when the radio guy was pretty much like, oh, well, the Eagles fans, you know how this, the city is. And Doug's like, oh, my God. Oh, really? Oh, God. Oh, God. Like, we shouldn't be pissed off at all because you just literally just got by a fucking decimated Cowboys team that had nobody. Look at your roster and look at their roster. And you're telling me we can only win fucking 23-9, whatever the fuck it was? Like, give me a break. Give me a break. Tyler Jones, the radio interview definitely shined a light on Doug Peterson's ego. It did. It showed a lot. It literally answered all my questions I've been wanting to know. And now I know that I'm done. I'm done with Doug Peterson. I'm done. As a play caller, I'm done with him. James Jack, TJ Edwards was TJ Edwards was a run-stuffing machine yesterday. I got to say, did a really good job. I was very happy with that. Kevin Bacon said, we need a young, innovative guy in here with a veteran OC, Swinney or Clemson or Harbaugh. A lot of people were saying Harbaugh as well. He's going to be with Michigan for one more, I think his last year Michigan contract-wise. Donovan Sandcastle, has anyone heard any news about Slay and his injury? Other than an ankle injury, I have no idea, but I'm glad we have the bye week. These guys will be healthy by the time they come back, so we should be good to go. Devon Thompson said, y'all got to give 11 time to iron it out. Eagles fans are acting like the 4-game stretch from last season was the only time he's played well. He has far better sample size of good, great games than ones. Eagle Slayer said, you can't throw it hurts into the wolves. You won't do dick anyway. No, of course not. Jock, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Black Guy from Wii Sports. Doug was sounding like Jerry Jones on the radio. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Cato says we should just tank for Zion. Dude, if you want to tank, then don't watch the Eagles, bro. Like, don't watch the Eagles if you want to tank. Like, fucking, I hate people that want to tank this season. Fucking stupid. Omar says, everyone said that this year to prove themselves and win a playoff game at least 5 years and still waiting 5 years and no playoff wins is failures to any QB, especially paid QBs. Donovan says we're never healthy. Marcus Spike says, but at least Chip put points on the board. Doug, he has an IQ of a damn second grader. Heels have landed, says Larry Howard Roseman. Need to sit Doug down, explain to him he is getting an OC that calls plays. It took Andy a long time to realize he needed to give up play calling to focus on being a head coach. Philly Leo says Giants are kicking Buccaneers' ass. What? No, they're fucking not. The fuck out of here. They're winning right now? How? Really? All right, well, you said kicking their ass. Like, okay, this isn't kicking their ass. They're up by, what, 2 scores? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I mean, it doesn't even matter. It's one, even if they beat the Bucks, which I don't see it happening anyway. I don't see it happening, but Wentz is not coachable. Omar, Nick Foles always pressed the ball. Everybody making it hard to defend. Plus, he could throw deep. Devon Thomas Shakes 11 can be pro RPO QB. Sports Real says the doing coach doing great as well. The who coach? The DB coach and the wide receiver. Aaron Moorhead and Mark Emanuel are doing a really good job. I think they're doing fantastic. D-line coach. Oh, Matt Burke. Yeah, I honestly think he hasn't really been playing. I thought Matt Burke has actually been doing a good job with this defensive line. I really haven't had any trouble. Javon Hargrave, unfortunately, it was nice to see him make a solo tackle in the backfield against the Cowboys the other day. Javon Hargrave, 6th highest paid defensive tackle, and it just looks like I don't know what he hasn't even got a fucking sack yet. I think he has like half a sack. I mean, that's just really fucking sad right now. Have we seen Wentz's peak? Bro, I don't know I don't know if we're gonna. I think we may. I think we definitely have. We've seen his peak, but for this year, I don't know if it's gonna get better for him. Honestly, I don't know. Brad, I could have hit Doug in the head with a hammer last night. Dank says we are the trap game. We are the trap game. Devon Thompson, Moorhead Marquez, and Matt Burke have been fantastic. I've been happy with all three of those guys. Temporary Tua's little brother. He's the answer. Devon Thompson, what do you think about Deuce calling plays either him, Marty, or Rich? But I know Deuce will implement the run. I don't know, dude. I don't know if giving this OC job to, if they fire Doug, yeah, I would think give it to Deuce, of course, but he's not the answer to our troubles, bro. We need a grizzled veteran offensive coordinator that's going to be here on contract for a long time. Someone that's got a lot of experience that will know how to use all these players and do a really good job. We'll see. That OC coach for fucking, that offensive coach for Kansas City is going to be gone after this year as well. So there's a lot of other. I mean, he'll probably get re-signed. Our fucking luck, but that's the issue right now. Devon Thompson, yeah, I don't agree. With Cuz saying Wentz didn't have the tape, that was a dumbass comment. Joshua says, if Wentz played like this after bye, put it Hurts. I don't think Hurts will make as many terrible decisions as Wentz. If we cut down the turnovers, we're good. Sparks is the only player I'm attached to is TF13. The only thing, I'm going to make a video at the end of the year saying, what are the good things that came out of 2020? And there's really not that much. It's Nate Herbig, Jack Driscoll, TF13. Jalen Reagor has been promising. So, Omar says, how do you feel about Eagles next season with 60? I think we will be able to shed a lot of cap space. I'm not really worried about that too much. But he's got to go. We can't go into seasons with this caps. Hey, we've been like this every single year, but this is the worst year. This is the worst year we've been over the cap. Probably the worst year I've seen it. They'll be able to get out of it. I'm not worried about it, but Robert Jerome Wentz needs to restructure his deal. Yeah, they probably should. They should restructure his deal to 2022 and then trade his ass so they don't have to fucking pay it. Devon Thompson says, I'm for that Bird Shield too. But I've been crushed with Wentz turned out to be trash and left Philly. I have this signed rookie poster. That sucks, man. I don't hate the guy. Look, guys, when I talk shit about him, I don't hate him. I don't hate him as a person. I don't really hate him as a player either, because I know he could play better. But I criticize him because he shouldn't be playing like this. Then if I talk shit about him, people get jumped down my throat because they support him more like a family member more than our Eagles quarterback. And that's where it kind of fucks me up inside because I get emotionally. I'm emotionally attached, but I can still talk shit about that player. But I'm emotionally attached to people like Zach Ertz. I talk shit about him, but I'm emotionally attached to him. But it is what it is, bro. We have to move on. It's like when somebody passes away. You know what I mean? Like you're emotionally attached. You always will be. But the person's gone. The person's not around anymore, and you have to move on. Like it's you can't think about it all the time, and you can't dwell on it all the time. Like it just happens. You know what I mean? You move on. You have that person live with you in spirit, and that's it. It's a perfect example. You just can't be emotionally. You'll always be emotionally attached, but you gotta separate yourself sometimes. You gotta move on. You gotta move on with what you're doing, and you can't let it destroy you. You can't let it interfere with you and stuff like that. So. Because somebody tells me Alshon ain't been hurt for a long time. He's been hurt for a while. Greg Cole says, "Yo, what's up, Joey?" Well, I understand what you're saying. Like, these injuries were fake news. I don't know. We're gonna find out tomorrow, though. Greg Cole says, "What's up, Joey?" But hey, what player would you like to trade for right now, dude? I don't think the trade deadline's gonna make a fucking difference with this roster. I really don't. I don't think it's gonna make a big difference because honestly. It doesn't matter what receivers we have, what running backs we have. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. If our quarterback can't do anything, our whole team is dead. Once our quarterback is pretty much, if our quarterback can't play, our team can't win unless our defense balls out. And that's what they did yesterday. That's what they did. Josh says, this whole situation on Howie, he paid Wentz too early, and now Wentz is playing like Winston. You see Winston is now. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Divine Thompson, I think sports just needs better personnel, man. He's trying to bake a cake using a fucking microwave. Oh, the way he said that was hilarious. Thanks for making me laugh. But I agree. Jerk 850, what's going on, bro? Shaquanji said Eagles need a new med staff. Yeah, I think so. Devon Thompson, Howie has a huge blind spot, and that is drafting. Everything. I'm not really worried about the numbers in the cap space, but drafting, his scout, we're very deep in the scout. Like, I feel like the Eagles think their shit don't stink. Like, they think they're like, they could promote from within. Oh, we don't have to go get an OC. We don't have to hire from the outside. We could just promote from within because we're just all that. We're just the best thing since sliced fucking bread right now. Market Spikes, Dillard is horrible. That is true. Divine Thompson, and no, I'm not saying a lot of Eagles fans give him a pass because of the bowl, but that should be the case. Eagles Slayer says, I'd cut Dillard next year. Honestly, I'm not sold on the kid whatsoever. Oh, no, I mean, he's definitely going to be in competition with Jordan Mailata next year. I swear to fucking God, they bring Jason Peters back one more fucking year. I don't even know. It's going to be bad. But Andre Dillard's got, like, his body just can't handle the NFL because he just cannot. His body just doesn't hold up. Toxley said, wonder why we do better in a hurry up when Carson is calling the plays. It's just because he has more control of the offense that way. When you're in the huddle, you're calling the play, you're looking around, you're thinking too much of what's going on with this defense. When you're quick, boom, boom, you're just calling, you're doing your audibles, you're going back and forth, you're hiking the ball, and you're doing what you want. I just think there's less time. I think the less time he has, the better he plays because he makes quicker decisions when you're not, you're hiking up. Oh, we're going to do this play. Break. Get to the line. You're looking. He's looking around. He's seeing, the mic, 55. You're calling all these plays. I don't know. I feel like it's just because it's quick decision making. He just plays better that way. Dillard sucks. I like Jordan M at left tackle. 100%, jerk. 100% over that. Omar Ann, if the Eagles make a division, they will consider a success even with 3 or 4 wins. Then Howie stays, Doug stays, Carson stays. Nothing will change even drafting by Howie. I hope it doesn't, man, because this isn't going to be enough. Well, the Eagles are going to lose in the playoffs anyway, so it doesn't matter. Losing in the playoffs is not a good sign either. When you lose in the playoffs after making the playoffs, when you lose in the first round of the playoffs, it's still not a good sign. But, dude, like I understand, like, we win the division, the participation trophy isn't great, okay? 2020, I'm never, for a lot of fucking reasons, we're not going to want to ever think about ever again. We'll always remember 2020 as the worst year, not only for the outside world, but for football as well. Donovan Sankow said, when Peters went down, I was like, look at this crap again. I said, Grandpa Moses. Oh, shit. Get used to it. We're stuck in 86. He's not going anywhere anytime soon, bro. We're not stuck with 86. Yo, 86 is gone after this year, bro. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Yo, James Marshall sent a super chat. I did not see. None of these are popping up. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Yeah, none of these other super chats are popping up on StreamYard. I'm sorry, guys. I missed all these super fuck. I'm pissed now. I might have answered some, but I might have not. Jamal Marshall with the super chat. Thanks, bro. Much appreciated. I'm sorry because my phone's about to die, so I haven't been using it. I usually keep my phone open so I don't miss any of these, but they usually pop up on StreamYard. They're not popping up. So, thanks for keeping it real. A buck on your views of our bird shakes. It's going to take us. We'll make the postseason for office shakeup. Definitely, I think there's just going to be a lot more going on with this front office. Gotta wait till after the season, bro. Unless we're losing like tremendously, we're getting killed by teams badly, which could happen. I don't think anything's going to happen right now. Okay, I don't know if I missed these. Hold on, I'm checking if there's another one here because I might have fucked up royally. Jim Sports says thank you. Oh, God. I think it's funny. I got to find my spot. Fuck me with this shit. I can't stand StreamYard. I really can't. Kevin Bacon, I think, sent another one. Sorry, guys. I'm trying. I'm trying. Kevin Bacon's with the super chat. Let's argue. I want to tank. Let's argue. I want to tank. We need a quarterback, y'all. I can't do this. My boat's too tight of the game. I think I read that before. It sucks because they don't keep these in order on StreamYard. It's a pain in the ass. Chaos the Filthy, what's going on, man? Chaos the Filthy says, team in a hole needs to be better. Just for Carson, I agree Doug is lost out there. If the Eagles have any chance to win, Doug must realize this or he needs to be fired. I think that is true, 100%. Orchio Batak says, Doug seriously needs to realize bring up Holyfield along with Sanders, but could be the next Blunt, and Blunt did spectacular things for us at that Super Bowl at playoffs. Elijah Holyfield showed some great... I saw a lot of video. They showed a lot of video at training camp, and he was always making the first guy miss. Deuce Staley had a lot of good things to say about him. Said pretty much like he ran with fire in his eyes. When he hits somebody, when he has to hit somebody, he's very angry when he hits somebody. He has a lot of momentum. I think we should give Elijah Holyfield a chance. I don't get it. Look, I don't mind that other fucking running back we have. I had his name in my head, then it disappeared. That we got for the Lions off waivers. Jason Huntley. I like Jason Huntley. I just don't think we have room for him, really. I think, really, for us, he could play special teams on kick return, and that's it. Other than that, I mean, do you guys agree with playing Greg Ward at on punt returns? Is Greg Ward, he's not the fastest guy. I don't think Greg Ward is fast, to be honest. I think he's elusive, but I don't think he's he gets separation in the slot, and I think his acrobatic catches have been fantastic. Greg Ward has been fantastic in the slot, but as a kicker, as a punt returner, I just don't see it with him. I don't know why. Omar says practice label is gone once you start a few games. They are pros now. Pro wide receivers, definitely. Thanks. If we see Carson as elite worthy QB, then him playing this Valiant late in the season. Dank says, what did we say last year when Dak had good stats? It's a garbage time. What do you call Wentz playing well at times versus Pittsburgh and Baltimore? With losses to both of those games, at the end of the day, it sucks. But I thought he played well both of those games. I mean, there were some, bad passes. A few passes here or there that were bad. But those were his best games this year. And they were against good teams. And it's hard because, and then you go to other weeks where we're playing teams that have decimated rosters, and he can't even play. And I could see when a quarterback is off. I could see when Tom Brady is off. I could see when, Aaron Rodgers is off. But when Carson is off, he's completely off the fucking face of the earth. I mean, that's how bad it is. But I get what you're saying. Eagle Slayer said, see the thing, Lurie and Howie are pussies. They will tell him what he wants to hear instead of what he doesn't want to hear. And that's been an issue for the longest. Cats felt the team Wentz all day, put any QB on the team with all these injuries and no talent players, and Eagles would be 0-8. That's just a fact. Wentz is our guy when he has the right coaches around him. Yeah, probably. I mean, he'll probably play better when he's put into a better situation offensively with what routes he's given, what plays are given. I don't know, but it's not working to his advantage right now. I think it's on both sides. Omar, where did you get that mic? I bought this mic on eBay. You can't really even. They're kind of sold out. You really can't get them anymore. It's a HyperX. It's called a HyperX Quadcast mic. They're pretty expensive. They're like $226, so they're not cheap at all, whatsoever. Best PS that I say we need a bruiser back or offensive lineman. Dank says we are too far for 0-8. Vaughn Thompson, that's a great idea, Shakes. I'd be down to share a few of my thoughts. Let's see. Archita Batak said, okay, don't laugh at this, but you think that Doug is just kidding around with his play calling, but then playoff arrives, he'll get serious? That's a serious question. I don't know, dude. Like, if we find that out, I'll be more pissed than I already am right now. Isotrip says he doesn't believe the defenses get paid. Brad Wright says Howie will trade a pick for a practice squad player to say good value. Dave Briss says we're 3-4-1 wins versus backup QB with a collapse by a bad Giants team. Then he does this versus a terrible Dallas defense. Miss me with any with that any other QB. I don't get it. Good teams, he's playing better. Bad teams, he's just playing horrible. That's how it is sometimes. That's just how it is. It's not acceptable either, but Chaos says, and let's keep it funky. Both Wentz picks for plays. AQB would make John Hines can't track ball. Everyone thinks he's some hot shot. He's younger Nelson Aguilar will. Dude, it doesn't even matter, man. Like, those passes were way off anyway. Those passes were way off. The one to Jalen Reagor in the end zone with two defenders all over him, and he wasn't even near the ball. And that one to John Hightower that he couldn't even grab, and that wasn't even a pick, but that was just a bad pass regardless. You know what I mean? Cyclone, hey, Joey, Fulgham and Reagor are exciting players. They are. I'm glad that both of them are on the field. Hopefully we see more of that. Reagor got his first touchdown, so I was happy with that. 16 yards I'm not happy with because they should be doing a lot more of these receivers, which is on Doug. It's on Carson. It's on fucking Doug. It's on both, but Doug, like, whatever, it's either we're throwing 70 yards downfield or we're literally running the football with the same fucking play every time, and that's how it is. Dank says that's excuse for works for Burrow or Tua, not your fifth-year QB. Eagle Slayer says you can't change someone who doesn't see wrong in their actions. Brand Howard says he's got to go. Soulbo says they should quit on Doug. Oh, they're not going to quit on Doug, and we're better off with them not quitting on Doug and pointing fingers. Taper says not other QB is worth $100 million that would throw the first pick. Donovan Stankout says, yeah, I remember BG talking to Hurts with like 4 minutes left. Seemed like Hurts was maybe hoping for a little playing time. Yeah, I saw that too. Devon Thompson's scheme is so vanilla. That's ice cream at this point. My mom saw the birds line up. Information correctly guessed that was going to happen. She's 71, man. 71. Bro, and that's funny because I can literally guess every play that they're doing just by what I could guess. I could literally guess. That's how bad it is. I don't buy any of that, what you said. Brandon Howard says, I'm done with him and this team. Joshua says, if only Howie waited to pay Wentz. Tank says, tell me why Wentz threw in the end zone and double covered receiver. Jim Schwartz says, EAGLES. Eagles. Omar says, 3-win. Daniel Jones almost won. CJ Beathard, Mullins, and Ben DiNucci, 7th rounder. Wow. All right. Buccaneers are getting closer. Jim Schwartz, when will I get my respect? You got your respect this game, I'll tell you that much. Devon Thompson, Sweeney ain't leaving Clemson to be an OC. He makes too much money being a head coach. Devon Thompson, damn, that's true. He would sound like Jerry. It's 14-6. Dan Pederson told you they're playing like Lawrence Taylor defense. Jim Schwartz, it's halftime, a lot of game left. I'm very, very late with this chat right now because these were like from earlier. But hey, it is what it is. So, all right. So here's the plan. So if you guys haven't subscribed, guys, there's 47 people in here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Check out some of my videos. Obviously, I just do Eagles vids every single day. Rants. I've already put up a couple of rants from today from what Doug has been saying. So check that out if you guys haven't checked any of that out. Please hit the like button before you leave today. It really does help get the content pushed out a lot. So I'm much appreciated from you guys if you guys hit that like button. Why am I losing my spot again? Okay. Tomorrow I will be doing a trade deadline stream. Tomorrow at around 2 p.m. The trade deadline ends at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm just going to run something. We're just going to hang out, whether we look at all the comments, the live comments, and just go over some stuff. Just kind of be looking at the phone, seeing what's going on. We're all going to do this together tomorrow. So 2 p.m. tomorrow, I'll set up the stream tomorrow when I wake up, and we'll just do it that way. So look out for that post, guys. Be there for that if you guys aren't working or whatever you guys are doing, obviously. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys coming here. An hour and a half stream. Didn't think it was going to be this long, but appreciate everybody coming in and supporting. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. See you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.